Good evening aspirants, welcome to daily editorial analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 25th February 2025. These are the two important editorial articles we are going to discuss in this video. The first article is about the Right to Information Act and what are the challenges in it. The second article is about the three important reforms which has to be done to improve the governance and the business in India. The first article is taken from Hindu newspaper, the second article from Indian Express newspaper. Now let us get into the discussion. Now look at this article. The article criticizes about the RTI Act's decline. So the RTI Act has declined in recent times due to bureaucracy, judicial rulings and restrictive amendments. So these amendments and judicial rulings and also due to the bureaucracy, the RTI Act, which was once a transparency tool, has now turned into a body which denies the information. The article also highlights the delay from retired bureaucrats who are appointed as information commissioners, and also the impact of Supreme Court rulings which limit the access of information from RTI. So in this context, let us discuss about the Right to Information Act and what are the challenges in it. The Right to Information Act is a landmark legislation in India which was enacted in 2005. This act empowers citizens to access information from public authorities, thereby promotes the transparency and accountability. It also promotes the participatory governance in India. The Act is based on the principle that the information is a right of every citizen in democracy. It also ensures that the government institution remain answerable to the citizen. These are the important objectives of RTI Act. The first major one is transparency and accountability. The RTI Act ensures that government institutions operate openly, reducing secrecy and unnecessary bureaucracy. By granting citizens the access to official records, it holds the public officials accountable for their decision and action. The next important objective is fighting corruption. RTI Act is a powerful tool against corruption, allowing individuals to examine the government decisions, fund allocations, and also the administrative actions. This scrutiny will help expose and prevent misuse of power and public resources. The next important objective is strengthening the democracy and empowering citizens. An informed citizen is vital for democracy. The RTI Act enables people to question the authorities, participate in the governance, and also demand accountability from the elected representatives. Thereby, this ensures policies serve the public interest. The next important objective is ensuring the efficient public services. Citizens can use RTI to assess the quality and efficiency of government services. So thereby, they can seek the information on their implementation, funding, and performance of various services. So these are the important objectives of RTI Act. Now let us see the key features of the Act. The first one is the right to seek information. Any Indian citizen can request information from a public authority. The request can be made in writing or in online or through designated RTI officers. The public authority must respond within 30 days, and in cases where the life of liberty is at stake, the information has to be provided within 48 hours. The next important feature is public authorities. The RTI Act applies to a wide range of government institutions. They are applied to central and state government departments, for example, the ministries, municipal corporation and panchayat. They are also applicable to public sector undertakings like Indian Railways, ONGC or SBA. They are also applicable to the government funded organizations, NGOs and private bodies who are receiving the public fund. So this ensures that all institutions handling the public resources remain accountable to the public. Next, we are going to see who are exempted under this Act. This is mentioned under Section 8 and 9 of RTI Act. Even though the RTI Act promotes transparency, there are certain type of information which are exempted from this is to protect the national interest. The information which are affecting the defense, foreign relation or intelligence agencies are exempted from this Act. The personal information like the details that do not serve the public interest, for example the medical records or personal data of an individual, are also exempted from the Act. The trade secrets and commercial confidence, for example the information that may harm a company's competitive position, are also exempted from the Act. The information which also interfere with the law enforcement or ongoing investigation are also exempted from the Act. So these kind of informations like the information which affects the national security or a personal record or data about the person or individuals or the trade secrets or the data about the ongoing investigations are exempted from the RTI Act. So these exemptions will balance the transparency with confidentiality. Next, about the appeals and penalties under the Act. If a request is denied or information is not provided on time, the citizen can file an appeal with the first appellate authority. If the citizen is not satisfied with the appellate authority, a second appeal can be made to the state or central public information. The officials failing to provide information without valid reason can be fined up to 250 rupees per day, and they can be fined up to 25,000. Now looking at the constitutional basis of RTI Act, the Article 19, which says the right to freedom of speech and expression, RTI Act is derived from the right to freedom of speech and expression. This is because the citizens can express their informed opinions only when they have access to information. The Supreme Court has ruled that the freedom of speech includes the right to receive and disseminate information. These are some of the Supreme Court cases regarding the right to information. The state of Uttar Pradesh versus Raj Narayan case in 1975. The court held that the people cannot speak or express themselves meaningfully unless they know what is happening in the government. So the right to know is essential for democracy. This was established in this case. The next important case is SP Gupta versus Union of India case in 1982. The court ruled that the secrecy in government is anti-democratic. So citizens have right to know how public institutions function and how they work. Now let us look at the significance of RTI Act. As we have discussed earlier, they help in exposing the corruption and scandals. RTI Act has played a crucial role in uncovering major corruption cases in the past. For example, the Adarsh housing scam. RTI Act has exposed illegal allotment of apartments which were meant for war veterans. So this is the Adarsh housing scam case. Next is 2G spectrum scam. Using RTI Act, the irregularities in the allocation of telecom licenses were revealed. On the Commonwealth Games scam, the RTI Act was used to unveil the corruption in the contract for 2010 Delhi Commonwealth Games. So these cases demonstrate the role of RTI Act as a powerful tool for investigative journalism and public activism. Next, about strengthening the local governance. The RTI Act has enabled the citizens to hold the local bodies accountable, thereby improving the services in their areas. For example, the panchayat and municipalities are held accountable by ensuring the proper use of development funds. The public distribution system was also held accountable by exposing the leakages in ration supply. The RTI Act is used by many activists to prevent the misallocation of resources in infrastructure projects. Now lastly, let us see some of the challenges and concerns which are discussed in the news article. Many RTI applications remain pending for many months or years due to the backlog and inefficiency in information commissions. Some officials intentionally delay the responses in order to discourage the applicants. There are also threats to RTI activists. The whistleblowers and activists who are seeking RTI to expose the corruption, they face harassment, threats and even attacks. Several RTI activists have been killed for exposing the government misdeeds. So there is a need for stronger legal protection for those who are using the RTI. The government officials often deny information using the vague exceptions or claim that records are not available. The political leaders and bureaucrats view RTI as a nuisance rather than a democratic tool. Once RTI, which was used as a transparency tool, was now used as a body to deny the information. Some individuals file excessive or irrelevant RTI applications, thereby overburdening the system. In some cases, RTI is misused for personal vendettas rather than public interest. So these are some of the challenges or concerns that plague the RTI Act. So this is the main question regarding this topic. Interested aspirants can use it. With this, let us conclude the discussion. Now look at this article. The article discusses 3 important changes that has to be done to make the rules easier and attract better paying jobs. The 3 changes mentioned here are decriminalisation, digitisation and rationalisation. Decriminalisation means removing the unnecessary legal punishments. Digitisation is nothing but using technology to make the process easier. The rationalisation means removing the unnecessary steps in the rules and procedures. So these 3 changes will enhance the rules and attract the better paying jobs. The article also explains how simplifying the laws and using digital tools and fixing the slow government process can help the economy to grow. It also discussed the need for well-organized civil services and better policies to improve the India's workforce and create more job opportunities. So this is what discussed in this news article. In this context, let us discuss about the reforms needed in governance and also economic reforms. First one is decriminalisation. As I have said earlier, it is about reducing the unnecessary legal provisions in business regulation. The objective of this is to enhance the ease of doing business and ease of living. So this will eliminate the unnecessary criminal provisions in various laws and thereby enhance the businesses in India. Under this, the key initiatives were Jan Vishwas Act, this Amendment of Provisions Act 2023, This decriminalized 183 provisions across 42 central acts, which are administered by 19 ministries. Introduction of Jan Vishwas Bill 2.0 also aims to further decriminalize over 100 additional provisions in various laws. So this is about the decriminalization. Next one is digitization. So the digitization is using technology to simplify the compliance and governance. The objective is to leverage the digital platforms and also streamlining the compliance process. So this will reduce the paperwork and enhance the transparency. The important initiatives regarding this are DigiLocker, UPI, FASTag and blockchain technologies. Also the promotion of e-governance portals for online filling and tracking of compliance requirements. Next one is rationalization. Rationalization means streamlining the bureaucratic process for better efficiency. The main objective is to simplify the regulatory framework and reduce the bureaucratic red tapeism. So this will facilitate more conducive environment for businesses. The important initiatives regarding this are reduction of over 39,000 compliances and decriminalization of more than 3,400 legal provisions. So this will enhance the ease of doing business. Continuous review and amendment of existing laws will help to align with the current economic and technological landscape. So this is about the digitization, rationalization and decriminalization. So these governance reforms can enhance the ease of doing business. Next about the labor laws and business regulation. As we discussed earlier, Jan Vishwas Amendment of Provisions Act 2023. This act introduced several key provisions which are aimed at enhancing the ease of doing business. For example, this act decriminalizes 183 provisions across 42 central acts. It also replaces the criminal penalties with the civil fines for minor offences. So this will reduce the fear of imprisonment among the businesses and individuals. The monetary penalties are racialized based on the severity of the offence. So this ensured the proportionality and fairness in business. This act also includes provision for a 10% increase in minimum amount of fines and penalties every 3 years in order to account for inflation and economic changes. The next is introduction of civil penalties and administrative actions. For minor technical and procedural lapses, this act introduced civil penalties and administrative actions instead of criminal charges. So the objective is to reduce the burden of criminal penalties and also to promote a more business-friendly and regulatory environment. The Act also designates specific authorities to handle the disputes and violation, thereby ensuring timely and efficient resolution. It also streamlines the legal process, thereby reducing the backlog in courts and also provides clarity to business. So this method of doing ease of business shifts from punitive approach to one that encourages the compliance and trust and transparency. So the Act simplifies the regulatory frameworks, making it easier for business to understand and adhere to the laws. So this is about the legal framework regarding the Jan Vishwas Act. Now look at these examples. These are digital public infrastructure. DigiLocker, which was launched in 2015 under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It is to secure the cloud-based platform for storage and sharing of digital documents. It will also help to access the authentic digital documents issued by various government agencies, and this will help in integration with various services for seamless document verification. So this is about the DigiLocker. Next about the FASTag, which is electronic toll collection system using radio frequency identification technology. This FASTag facilitates automatic deduction of toll charges, thereby reducing the wait time at the toll plaza. The blockchain technology, it distributed the ledger technology, ensuring the data integrity and security. The blockchain technology is being implemented in various departments like land record management, supply chain logistics and digital certifications. The main benefit of this blockchain technology is that it ensures the transparency and reduces the potential for fraud. Now look at this governance reforms and workforce productivity. First is the simplified labor laws, which encourages more formal employment and increases wages and assures the social security benefits for laborers. The digital public infrastructure for skill development, examples are the Skill India mission. This will ensure the high employability and job ready workforce. The ease of doing business and job creation, this is ensured under Jan Vishwas Bill 2023. The examples for digital payments and financial inclusion are UPI and direct benefit transfer. Strengthening the social security schemes, this is done through eShram portal, Atal Pension Yojana, PM Shram Yogi Mandhan. So these are the examples for government reforms regarding the workforce productivity. So this is a mains question regarding this topic. Interested aspirants can use it. With this, we have come to the end of the discussion. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.